catch it. See me in action, action, action. On go, that's all that I know. How far will I go? I ain't not hesitant, pump, I go get it. Location, no problem. I cannot help that I'm picky. I made up my way from the bottom. Holding the game in my hands up so high as like I'm on a column. Them over there ain't like me, don't go putting them all in my column. This is a life that I built. To me, that's all that I know. There ain't no time here to chill. I told you I'm on the go. They wanna step on the field. Tell them my patience is low. I do not need me a deal. I'm with a couple of those. Racks on racks on racks. Talking out legs. Second I move. Made my own bars. Still I don't lack. Racks on racks. Racks on racks on.
Welcome everyone to this 2K Sports broadcast live from State Farm Arena in Atlanta. Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports.
Got racks on racks on racks.
With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. And it's the Kings to start out. Here's Barnes. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. Yeah, tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of talent, but also a lot of inexperience on each side.
Hey, Kevin, I know what that means. It means we're going to see some spectacular plays, but a few that are probably scratching your head as well. Always interesting to watch these young players develop.
Fox deciding where to go with it, and he makes good on the way.
Becoming more confident and a little bit more poised in terms of how he scores is De'Aaron Fox.
Young, it's in, and that one is good.
Covered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Oh, he got a block.
Capella sends it back.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella's in the area. What an impressive display of timing.
That's the Young. Puts one up from 19. Nice touch on the back shot. Young's got 5 points so far.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight. Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working, and he seems to be on the floor.
Now, here is Young. He has 5. Outside Collins. Shot clock at 6. The Hawks need to get off the shot here. Got a piece of it. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Fox.
A split second late, but almost came up with the steal.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better to get a handle.
Trying to eat this shit.
You just can't get tired of watching the way Young shoots the ball. I mean, what a fantastic release.
And it's just limitless in terms of the range. That's what makes it so impressive. He's a small guy, he's quick, and he's got great handles. But he can heave that up from just about anywhere. And when he gets hot, it's something to watch.
Atlanta with the rebound.
Seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, trying to go to something else and flat out choked.
Hunter, one around him. Tracks in the tray.
What I like about
that is Hunter did not rush the shot.
Here's Fox. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 8 points for him.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
So both teams making some changes here. And here is Fox. He's got 8. Here's Hill. And the rejection by Collins.
Make it count, baby.
The timing defensively, Collins just up there, the long arms and quick off the deck.
Dang, fucking fingers greasy and shit.
Back to T. And the call will be against Jeff T. That is his first foul of the game. Both teams will make substitutions. And so it's Bagley with it. He brings it up for Sacramento. Fox goes in. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Back to T. 6 to shoot. Good.
And 6'2" and 182. Jeff T really had to use all the strength in his body to get that shot off, despite getting hit. I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Turner. No good with the triple. It's stolen.
Oh, he lost the ball like that.
It's stolen by Bagley.
Drop! This nigga didn't even jump.
See that very often.
That's why Milwaukee traded your ass.
Outside T. And deep. Score the basket. His second of 2 attempts.
Well, if you let a player like Jeff T get set from behind the arc, he's going to make you pay.
Moves back up. Bagley. And Jones sends it back. Pass to Reddish. 3-second difference between shot clock and game. Tips it up. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
And those second chance points can add up. Parker's shot is off. Bagley.
I didn't even know I got the lead.
And one's off. Still out of sync. Over Fox. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Hawks lead. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And for the Hawks guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
The defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does break.
Oh, give me the man in the paint.
From outside, off the mark. The Kings trail by 5. Parker. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg is a point guard. What is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Back to Young.
I knew it. I just knew it. I
I
like,
just
watch him
think
make it.
anytime Trae Young finds some daylight, he starts to think about looking towards the rim.
Joseph, that's good. Joseph's got his first points in this one.
Like, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Back to Young. That's it. That's his fifth field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
Now, here's Joseph after Clint Capella's miss. And Capella sends it back. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here's Bembry. That one goes in. The Kings trail by 4. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
Sacramento again missing.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. That's a bad miscue. You can't give up looks like that all game long.
Off target with this 3. And it's Parker with the ball, bringing it up for the Sacramento Kings. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes.
Bro, you do a turnaround, bro? You serious?
The Hawks leading by 4. Back to Young. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. 11 feet away. To the middle. Here's Capella. Bagley with the block.
And Bagley's defense airtight that time. Nice concentration on D. That's pretty much not how they wanted to bend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
The kick out to Barnes.
Make it count.
And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in.
Ay, 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 you sorry bitch.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Now here's Teague. He's got 5. Parker drives in.
Yeah, how about Parker weaving his way through the defense, but being aggressive and strong in attacking the rim.
He's shooting free throws, number 4 and 5 here.
And last season, he made good on about 3 out of every 4 free throw attempts. Last time I checked, I think that's 75%.
Timeout called by the Kings. And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
Parker continues to work, always wanting to get better. He's thought of as a high motor player.
Here's Herder. Jones. It's good on the putback.
They don't know how to play the pick. They don't know how to crash the board. Like, you got to do everything for these sorry-ass AI.
Is starting to add up.
59 seconds left in the first half. A pass to Fox. From deep three-point range. The shot comes out. And Atlanta will go the other way. Here's Herder. In the corner, it's Hunter. Back to Herder. Just 5 on the clock. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Hawks lead by 3.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
You see how dangerous De'Aaron Fox can be when he uses that speed.
In the corner, Collins with it. A three-pointer off the mark. It's Fox with it.
Oh my God, give me a foul.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's Atlanta up 1. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Now, here is Young. Now Heel. And then Heel with the dunk.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
And the Kings making a change here. Young is double. Collins wide open. He fires. Poke loose.
Now that's embarrassing.
Young taking his time here. Young is double. To the wing right side. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
The Kings leading.
And what was once a weakness for Collins, now a strength. His defense has taken huge strides since the start of last season.
And I think a young player like John Collins learns that blocks are not just a statistic that reveal how good you can be defensively. It's about positioning. It's about communication. And John Collins wants to be more complete on that end of the floor.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Olden.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Capella is a 7-footer in track shoes. He said, I always try to have that pace. Whenever I swim,
That man is a weak link on defense.
Focus on that.
I'm going to go at him every play.
Guys, guards love big men.
Every
Run the
single
floor, Sarge
play.
Capella. Back to you.
He is indeed, David, very athletic. Thanks.
So much talk about who's the fastest player in the league. And Fox always being mentioned there. His speed and stepping into this leadership role, lots of great signs from De'Aaron Fox. The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
And he just goes from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Henry shot good.
Someone's open. Trae Young scanning and finds him.
Kings leading now by 5. Here's Fox. That one off the back iron and out.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Okay, think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Drawing the foul down low. Trae Young earning that trip to the line.
The Hawks shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
And yes, it's good. Bagley's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Great positioning on the putback.
Well, if you don't box him out, you're a dead man.
On pass for Bagley. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
You know, Bagley can really get up and extend.
Here's Young. No good that time. And the Kings going the other way now. Denman with the block. Here's Reddish. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. Pass to Hurdle. There's Labissiere. Now, here's Dedman. Defended by Bagley. Here's Young. Good work defensively by Fox.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. It seems to be rushing shots.
Wasted no time on that one. Heald's got the lead up to 8 now for the Kings. And it's Delita with the foul. That's his first foul. 55 seconds left in the third quarter. Sacramento grabs the miss. Three-pointer, Heald.
Oh, terrible shot. Oh, good read.
The kick out to Fox. Bagley inside the line. And it's good off the back rim and in. Bagley's got 8 points.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Outside team. And so
Defense.
to retain possession here. And the Kings making a change here. We've got 33 seconds left to the third.
I don't care about that bullshit.
And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Heald with it. Picked up by T. Sacramento moving it around. Elitza. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one uncalled.
Heady play by Elitza.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely.
Whoever watching, leave a comment. Show some love.
To stay hydrated.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And T, here we go. And he gets it to go.
No doubt you can see Keith get hit, but what focus to be able to knock down the shot afterwards.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Joseph with the ball. With 4 seconds on the clock.
Oh, good shot.
And so it's the Sacramento Kings. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll get right back. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. They've held a 12-point lead early. Bogdanovich wide open. He claims that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Pass to Bembry.
If that ain't a steal.
Back to Jones. Good work there as it goes.
They just gave this man that budget.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs it right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Nobody near Barnes. Offline with his third. Back there for Collins. Collins taking the lead
I'm
slide.
so mad at fucking Harrison Barnes.
So impressive. Collins way up for that one.
Pass to Fox. And that one's good. Parker. And 11 point to Parker.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slight lead.
And then Jones with the jam.
That was like a morning paper for Jeff Teague. Makes a great read and swings the ball around for a clean look at the bucket.
Bagley, no good.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed in there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all you can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And it goes down 2 points.
He's such a precise player. When Young notices those kind of openings, he definitely is looking to attack.
Pass to Bazemore. The Hawks trip by 5. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
They get it back, and he gets it to go as they call the foul. His eyes over the line for one more. Foul timeout called by Sacramento. Let's go down to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Luke Walton was saying to the team. Told them this is a game of runs. It's a game of momentum. We may have the lead now, but I'm telling you guys, it can evaporate in a hurry. Let's close this thing out. Kevin?
Timeout called by the Kings. That's good from Bagley.
Think about this. Marvin Bagley is on a high school team, but you add to that the 2018 first overall pick in DeAndre Ayton. Can you imagine?
He's doing the same shit, bro.
Stepping into a gym floor with those two guys?
It's easy to read.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Pass to Bazemore. Nobody near Parker. Again, the miss by the King.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Young from outside drills the three-pointer.
I start getting the feeling that Trae Young is going to be one of those guys that once he gets into his three-point motion, down.
Sacramento again missing. The Hawks trailed by 5. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. From the baseline. Pass to Hunter. Just 5 to shoot. Capella trying to free himself up. Hunter no good. Kings leading now by 5. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Trae Young.
Fox really daring them right now to foul him on the inside.
The first one falls. And so he hits both. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Here's Herbert. And that one clearly a foul. Gives them this one.
Good foul.
Herder showed some great progress in his first year, and now showing how much more comfortable he is.
He hits both from the start.
Boy, did they need those free throws to go down. They're definitely within striking distance.
There's the call on Kevin Herder. That is his first foul of the game. Over in the corner.
I believe in you.
And once again, off
Damn.
by Sacramento. It's Teague with the ball. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Awesome job by Jeff Teague to pick up some steam on the drive and pick up a foul in the process.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game.
1:30 left to play here in the fourth. Back at 6. Here's Hill. The Kings need to get off the shot here. He looks and misses. The Hawks trail by 4.
Bro, that same spot, niggas don't miss shots.
And he cuts him away off the glass.
Very very comfortable taking that big shot.
In the corner, it's Heald. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. And the King. Lead by 5.
Heald stepping up right now. Great sign for this young player.
Terrible shot.
They've sheared the
Oh, absolutely just stupid in it. But
Defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react. And that's what you want when you're in a rhythm.
It's Bogdanovich on the wing. And another three.
terrible defense. What is going
Give them
on?
credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
A great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been
Play
no
horrible
effort from the
defense.
squad.
Oh my God, you suck.
Pass to Bielitsa. On the wing, Heald. Outside, Fox. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Rebounded by Capella. And here is Hunter. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Bogdanovich.
Trash.
So the Kings win it. They came in here and took care of business like they
Oh,
were
man.
a team.
And how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were
Damn, but we just went stupid cold in the fourth. Good God. 3 out of 12. All right, that back.
Houston. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. And our broadcast team tonight, Greg Anthony here to my left and Steve Smith to my right. And the Hall of Famer, David Aldridge along the sideline. Now here is Davis. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the big.
Gotta keep it
bigger, tougher shots.
You just love LeBron's patience. Scanning the floor, delivers the basketball on point and on time.
Here's Davis. It's not going to go for him. Good work defensively by Harden. Outside Westbrook. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And after over a decade with the Thunder, last season, Russell Westbrook starting fresh with the Rockets, a superstar pairing with longtime friend.
Damn, I didn't even try to reach for it. That's the sad part.
Now here's James. It's stolen. Launches a 3. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
What a beautiful play, and it was great timing. Then the athletic finish by AD.
And Greg, there were some legitimate questions about Harden and Westbrook and how they would play together. Westbrook not the floor spacer they looked to put around Harden.
And that preceded their moves at the trade deadline. I mean, committing to small ball. Westbrook, the lone non-shooter from distance, unlocked, though, to attack the paint.
Oh,
Yes.
And there's the ferociousness. I enjoy Westbrook taking flight and slamming it down there with authority.
Bradley with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. Brown. Lobbed up there for Westbrook. It's stolen by Bradley. Here's James. And finished off by LeBron.
Wow.
You know, not many people want to step in front of LeBron. Once he gets up a full head of steam, can't say I blame him.
Covington's shot is off. Pass to Bradley. The Rockets pull it in. To the paint. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
What's crazy about AD as a shot blocker, he can block your shot at all 3 levels.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Now here's Harden. Outside, bounce. JaVale McGee grabs the miss.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Steve, one thing I always think of when I watch LeBron, how much fun it must be to be a teammate of his.
You know, Kevin, I wish I could have played with a guy like LeBron James. You get so many open looks and easy finishes with him on the court. One of the easiest superstars to play with, bar none.
Can't hit.
That's crazy.
You won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Davis. Bradley, no one around him. Good, and the assist goes to James.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
The 3 from Harden. The Rockets again can't hit.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Pass to Mbamute. Back to Harden. Over Green. Harden can't hit.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Got that one up quick. And it's 8 points for Avery Bradley.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared.
Damn!
Really?
Damn!
Early.
17 seconds left to play here in the first. Bradley with the ball. Headshot, no good.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Nothing went right on that offensive possession except the result.
It could go. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard.
Shit, it's hard.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, the Lakers enjoying a nice lead here.
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
Pass to Bradley. Down low. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. They get Russell Westbrook. Steve, the days of Avery Bradley being a scorer are probably over. I mean, he scored in the mid-teens, we know that, but now I think they value his defense as much as his scoring.
You're right, Kevin. Avery Bradley will rely on his athleticism, especially to get to the rim to score. With his injuries and change in situation, the chances, they just haven't been there. But he's still an effective player. You just won't see his scoring outbursts as often.
Oh, where's you going, bro?
Outside Gordon. From deep. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And so many of Gordon's shots come from 3-point range because he drains so many of them.
Gotta keep it.
When you've had his kind of success from beyond the arc, you're always going to have the green light.
And they double up James. Stolen by Tucker. Here's Westbrook.
And the explosiveness, incredible. I mean, Westbrook just taking off like a rocket towards the rim on these drives.
Okay, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. Not just outthink the game. He faulted for that. Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right. One of the
I got a stupid ass team. Not a single soul decided to not run into the paint.
Lakers leading by 6. And they double up LeBron. A 3 from Bradley. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. In the corner, it's Gordon. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Gordon's got 6 here in this quarter.
Like, at least play on ball, bro. Like, I'm trying to play on ball with you. You got the Lakers.
Beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself.
God damn.
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you can hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You can go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
And now the first timeout call here for the Rockets.
Yeah, just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
A free throw drops for Russell Westbrook.
The former MVP, the hunger and energy Westbrook plays with each and every night is downright infectious.
His second foul in as many quarters. We'll see if he backs off or stays aggressive.
And for everything that Anthony Davis does on the floor, you can't forget about his defense. Still an elite level defender, guards multiple positions and turns away a number of shots.
And the cut by Covington.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged and everything has to be earned.
Here's Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
You see the weight that AD's added to his frame over the years. Now invites contact.
And Davis gets a lot of blocks without getting in foul trouble. About a 1-to-1 ratio for him in his career.
Incredible. And he's done a great job of learning how to go straight up, playing vertical. Gets blocks, but doesn't get pulled out of position. Does everything you want from a defensive angle.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
And starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis, and get away from the sloppy fouls.
Russell Westbrook drops them both.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Back to Rondo. Lets it go with a three. Offensive rebound. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
You know, Rondo takes great pleasure at slicing and dicing up the defense. One of the best passers in the game.
And that one's good by
Pass the ball.
Davis has got 6 points in the quarter.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Rockets have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Now here's Davis. 14 points for him. Right on the bucket. Davis has got 16.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And the basket by Gordon.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
And it's Rondo penetrating. Here's Davis. The Rockets pull it in.
Wow. Now that's having a highlight reel in your mind. But in reality, it didn't work.
McLemore.
And too long on the shot.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. That's to Harden. Now, here's Mbamute. And the basket by Gordon. Now, just a 3-point Los Angeles lead.
Taking things into his own hands this quarter, trying to keep his team afloat.
Here's Davis. And Mbamute pulls it in. Here's Green. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for Los Angeles. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Now here's Westbrook.
Then how long he was hanging on the fucking rim?
When Kuzma first entered the league, the Lakers were a rebuilding team. Now, Greg, he's one of the more experienced pieces on this team.
And Kuzma's made the most of it, switching to a learning role. Tries to absorb as much as he can from the vets. And he does everything he can to pick their brain and improve on those little things in terms of championship caliber basketball.
And the former Utah Ute, Kyle Kuzma, can play either forward spot. Has a good play, does plenty of size and speed.
Yes, Kevin, but right now I prefer him at the 4. The reason why, he can stretch the floor, but he can tag a lot of those big forwards. And his shooting, it won't be consistent as the years go on.
Now here's Rondo, following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Got a piece of it. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Owen.
Hey, Kevin, the Rockets last season traded Clint Capella for Robert Covington. The office felt it was a move they had to make to go from good to great. And of course, they certainly gave up size, but with Westbrook and Harden in the lineup, they needed more shooting. Both the driving lanes to be at their best. Covington provides
That's gay. That's a
along with
steal,
great
man.
perimeter defense. Guys,
A team that's no stranger to bold moves. Thanks, David. For the lead,
I'm mad.
the
He didn't
shot
take
missing.
it.
And the Lakers take it the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. They trail by 1. And that one's good. Westbrook.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior. The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Outside for Caldwell Pope. Los Angeles with another miss. Here's Harden. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. J.R. Smith picks one up.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top notch. So that process about as enjoyable as one could ask for.
Good pass, though.
It's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
And you're a dad and a proud one at that. Now James, after Eric Gordon's three-pointer that didn't go.
You could say, LeBron, that's too easy. But great players create these opportunities every single night.
Now here's Harden. He has 7. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Harden's got the lead up to 7 now for Houston. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
1:58 left to play in the third. Westbrook. And Davis sends it back. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. You know, Steve, one thing you admire about LeBron, how he shapes a possession for his team. He'll create situations where he gets a mismatch or helps his teammate find one.
You know, Kevin,
God damn, stupid ass animation.
Brains to just kind of shuffle defenders, make them think. Once he sees an opportunity, he'll pounce all over. You can see him do this the most at the end of close games.
Have to be very careful when you're guarding Gordon. He's adept at putting pressure on the defense.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Gordon hits
You
both.
should do yourself a favor and call timeouts. When the fourth quarter comes, you're going to have 4 left regardless.
And they double
Might as well use them while you can.
Pass to Green. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Harden. Oh, Covington in position.
Oh, he can't pass to save his
And
damn
stolen
life.
by James. Green with the ball. And Green slams it in.
I didn't think he was able to
You
cut.
see the strength, the explosiveness of Danny Green. He's not just an outside shooter, folks.
Here's Harden. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Harden's got 12 points in the game.
Not hard to see why they're giving up points on this one. Just too many good looks from in court.
Well, LeBron garners so much defensive attention. That's how he's able to dominate the game as a facilitator.
Here's Harden. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
Yeah, defenses, beware. You have to close out hard on KCP and disrupt his rhythm.
Oh, here's Gordon. 15 points in the game. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game. It's Caldwell Pope with the drive.
And so far,
Man, just sat at the half court line in defensive position.
We saw early on.
In this half, a more entertaining one. The pace is picked up, tougher defense, better ball movement.
Pass to Tucker. And stolen by James. And with an intentional foul there, GA.
Running around with
I
the
could
ball.
see why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there. Wow. What, did he have something in
Niggas don't even be playing defense. Just run around with LeBron all day. Hope to get a lucky shit.
Timeout call here. The first for Los Angeles. Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
Good decision to regather. Talk it over. Your main concern now is how to slow this guy down on the offensive end.
Timeout called the Lakers.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
And the Rockets making a change here. Timeout called the Lakers.
Oh my god, bro. Just take your starters out. It's not that serious.
Now the free throw is good. Now leading by 1.
You know he wanted to knock down all his shots at the line, but he still did enough to put them in front.
That concludes the third
You
quarter.
got an open lane. You do a fade away.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Here's Los Angeles now. LeBron with it. Now Covington defending. And Davis wide open. He shoots. Off target with his 3. Here's Westbrook. Anthony Davis with the rebound. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for Los Angeles. It's a 1-point game. The turnaround. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Here's Harden.
And one. Oh my God. Thank you.
So he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Caldwell Pope.
As crafty as they come, Harden uses that tremendous body control to his advantage. And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step back three, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And you know, like the Scott,
I don't know what the fuck just happened.
and paired with his dribble drive, a two-move torture chamber.
It's stolen by Davis. And now, here's Davis, the fast break opportunity. For three, Caldwell Pope. Hits the three-point
So
bomb.
not only I ain't get the charge,
And it's a 4-point Laker
he
lead.
nigga contested shot.
That's next level stuff from AD. One of the great scorers in the game. He draws the eyes of the defense and locates the open man.
And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. We're the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
And here are the Rockets now.
You know, as ice cold as he was in the first half, that's how hot he has been since the break.
Oh my God.
Match up with him right now.
Just run over niggas.
James throws it down.
With the elite handle, LeBron has defenders at his mercy.
Westbrook. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
And I don't think he expected to get that good of a look. Poor communication defensively.
And that one's good. House.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
And it's Harden.
Stop running niggas.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
And the wide open shot from Green. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. First one falls for. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
And Westbrook gets it to go.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
And the rejection by James.
On the ball, off the ball, LeBron can really protect the rim.
And the foul on Harden. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, the ball. Oh.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. And they double up Davis. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Pass to Davis. And he makes that one. Davis got 6 in the quarter.
As the stakes start to rise throughout a game, your stars have to rise to the occasion. Big shot by Anthony Davis.
We've seen this before, folks. Big possession, Westbrook rising to the occasion. How about that competitiveness?
When you need a big score, you want LeBron to at least touch the ball, and this is hot.
Westbrook can't get it to go. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
And he has to take that long, slow walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline.
LeBron drives in. Out to Kuzma. In the corner, it's James. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's good for the 7th time this game. He shot 7. He has made 7.
LeBron is having himself a game. Staying aggressive, playing with a lot of force.
Good on the shot.
been here before plenty of times.
Inside. Got it. And that shot brings them to within just one.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line.
Bro, they just giving this nigga animations at this point, bro.
Just love the focus when he gets around the rim. How huge could those 2 points be?
And it's Gordon missing. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. A shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
You know what? They're focused right now. Every possession has to yield points.
That would have been tough.
Out to Kuzma. From the arc. Harden grabs the miss.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
This is where you want to run a play. Don't just walk it up and leave it. One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story. This just in. AD is not going to buckle up and fold.
Bro, 2K is
He's
so
unafraid
bogus.
of the moment.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They trailed by 3. 1 second left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
They only one choice here. They need a 3. I'm sure he's going to sub in all of his best